visionary, revolutionary. I'm a visionary, revolutionary.
The fucking rumor of the summer finally happened. Is she gonna come back? Is she's leaving? Is she's going to AEW? Well, no, guys, she's going to Japan. But it has been reportedly that Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, is on her way to AEW. She might show up next week. It's looking like that, but she do have a few more dates in New Japan to do. But basically, for what has been what's been said is very they basically say she's coming. She's coming next week. How do you feel about this, man?
I'm confused because I've been seeing conflicting reports all morning. You know, last night it was reported that yes, she's going to sign. They just had to wait until after the first of the year in order to say something about it or drop a hint. Britt Baker cuts the promo with Jamie Hayter talking about, I'm the boss. Then she winked, and then we get to the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to the Saraya, Tony Storm, and Hikaru Shida segment where Saraya picks Tony Storm to be her partner, and you see Hikaru Shida looking like, what the fuck? So it's like, I feel like this is kind of like the CM Punk situation, but different. Because I've also heard, like you said, she's got some dates that she's got to do. And what if New Japan said, we want her to be our first match? So maybe she's just in the crowd on some NXT. I remember how NXT used to do it. If they recently just signed somebody, have them in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's how she makes her debut. Tony Storm is her partner, and we get the Hikaru Shida heel turn at the end of the match, and then Mercedes Moné can jump in and try to play peacekeeper.
I don't know, cause I'm looking it up the stuff now, and there's like the report that she is coming, and it is another report that some people in AEW believes that Mercedes Moné is showing up. They believe that she's not showing up, and then WWE's believe that she is returning back to them at some point too. That's why I was thinking, like, maybe like, cause I don't know, everything's up in the air. Ain't nobody confirmed anything yet. But then if you look at the stuff that she did, like her tweets and stuff, she was thanking everybody in WWE. So usually when somebody do that, they done with the company, right or wrong.
Now you're right.
Right. So now, but I'm thinking like maybe it was a time, because like Sasha Banks, she's been Sasha Banks ever since we knew her, like from 2014, 2016, whatever year it was when she made her debut on the main roster. She always been that boss character, heel or face. It's always been the same character. Maybe she wanted something different, so maybe they are lit, because I mean, we seen them lit Shinsuke go over there, so maybe they letting her go through a character change, even a name change, and letting her do what she want to do in Japan. And the return is she's coming back as that same character in Japan. It could happen, it could not happen. I don't know. Same time, she could pop up on AEW on Wednesday. We don't know. Don't they got a pay-per-view coming up this month?
It's in March. But here's the thing, though.
Okay.
I can't think of a better place for Mercedes Moné to debut than Los Angeles. That's unless you were going to be in Boston and giving her the hometown pop. Los Angeles is the second best place.
But my thing is, if she do show up to AEW, where do you put her at? Because for one, you can say the AEW women's title division, but then where does that leave us with the TBS title division? Sooner or later, Jade Cargill have to drop that title. Who are y'all building to that next star to take that shit? I would think it would make more sense for her to be Jade's next opponent and then beat her, and that way you can move Jade into the women's title division. But it seems like they're taking this baddies thing. It just seems like they're rolling with it. They're just gonna roll with it till they can't no more. That's what it seemed like.
I mean, when it comes to Jade, like I told you yesterday when we were on the phone talking about it, you can easily turn this into a Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks moment for AEW, where Mercedes Moné comes in, she takes over the women's division. Like I told you, the 4 women in that tag match, if Mercedes Moné is to be the partner for Saraya, that's your title program at Revolution. Jamie Hayter doesn't have to take a pinfall.
Hmm.
Mercedes Moné can pin Saraya, or better yet, she can pin Britt. Then you get you cost me the title belt because you took the pinfall loss. Now you can spin that off into its own separate thing. Now Hayter's not worried about the title. She's mad at Britt for costing her the belt.
Right.
Then when it comes to Jade, Jade is mad because Mercedes Moné came in and stole her spotlight. Like I told you, they can do title for title. It's not a title unification. It's a title for title. There will still be a TBS belt. There will still be an AEW Women's World Championship, but you do a title unification. At that point, that's the hard part. Because do you want to give Jade her first loss? It makes sense that it should come to somebody with the star power of a Mercedes Moné.
Hmm.
Or do you want Mercedes Moné to earn it and then, then beat Jade? So it's a lot of different ways that you can go about it.
What if AEW fuck around and book Sasha the same way, Mercedes Moné the same way she was booked in WWE?
Then I would honestly say Tony Khan probably needs to get a writing team in there, because it's hard to it's borderline impossible to fuck up Mercedes Moné the way WWE fucked up Sasha Banks. You have to try your hardest in order to do that.
Hmm. Now I got a question for you, man. Because as I was looking at this Mercedes Moné news, I came across a report that 2 of your biggest stars haven't signed yet. Although it is very early into they last year, but I get it has been reported they in negotiations. So, do you think the Young Bucks is leaving?
Nah, I don't think the Young Bucks are leaving. I think they want to stay there as long as they can.
Because they got this thing last year, and it says the contract is over at the end of the year, but they haven't signed yet. But last thing that was reported was that they was in negotiation, but negotiation has came to a halt. So I asked,
Yeah, it'll be okay. They still got time.
you think they
And
want more money?
I don't know what they want. And if they do want money, you always take care of your day ones. You always do that. I think Tony
Hey,
Khan has learned that lesson with Cody Rhodes.
yeah, I was about to say they didn't do that with Cody.
No, I think he had to learn the hard way.
Out of everybody on your roster, I'm not talking about no WWE people who went to WWE, went to AEW. AEW originals. Who do you think will be the next? Who do you think will pull the next Cody Rhodes?
Of the AEW originals,
Hmm. Well, I would say originals like motherfuckers that we didn't know to AEW. Like I would still say like even the people for Ring of Honor and shit, because everybody don't watch that. So
okay.
like y'all Christopher Daniels, all them.
Scorpio Sky.
Why that? Why him?
He's got the look, and he can talk. It will be easy to book him. He can be a mid-level heel, or he can be a top babyface. It's all about how you want to book him.
If he jumps ship under the Vince McMahon regimen, his name will be Scorpion.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.